Yes, it's time for Daring Abroad again. We've been following a Rwandese truck driver, Havugimana Evode, all the way from Mombasa. Last week we ended the journey here in Masaka, Uganda, after 3 days on the road. Time now to continue the journey and let's see what's ahead. From Mombasa to Masaka, we had spent about 3 days on the road. So day 4 is from Masaka onwards. While on the road, the truck driver wants to spend as little time as possible. There is no time for full lunch. Snacks are just enough. From Masaka passing through Mbarara, we have to cover about 300 kilometers to Katuna at the border between Uganda and Rwanda. On this section, a truck could take about 6 hours. There are roadblocks here and there, but as long as you have the right papers, be within speed limits, you will have no trouble with the police. Nightfall finds us in Mbarara, where we take a break. Fast forward, at the border, we take an hour to go through the immigration and for Evode to be cleared by the customs department.
Kama mimi nikiingia Rwanda kwa sababu niko na number plate ya kwetu, silipi chochote. Lakini ukiingia Uganda ama Kenya, unalipia barabara.
We are still within day 4 and we embark on the last leg of our journey from Katuna in the northern province of Rwanda to Kigali. This is now where you get the real feel of a country with 1,000 hills, as Rwanda is described. Amid meandering roads, we arrive in Kigali after covering about 87 kilometers from the border. Remember, in Rwanda, driving changes. We have to keep right. On this last day of the journey, we have covered about 400 kilometers, and in total from Kilindini port in Mombasa, 1,600 kilometers.
Nimetembea inchi 3 na nimefika hapa kwetu. Nimefurahi sana kwa sababu safari yangu imekuwa poa.
In our earlier interview with Jean-Baptiste Gasangwa, the owner of the transport company Evode works for, it was clear that there is transformation on the northern corridor.
It was taking like 2 weeks for goods, to transport goods from the port of Mombasa to Rwanda, for example. Now it's taking only 4 or 5 days.
Gasangwa, a Rwandese, came to Kenya in 1988 as a civil servant, but later settled in Kenya due to war in his country and ventured into both the hospitality and transport businesses. He owns this hotel in Mtwapa that caters for the middle class.
As we are targeting the local business, the local Kenyan tourists who come to rest at Mombasa or who have business to do in Mombasa, and we accommodate them at very reasonable prices.
Besides his clearing and forwarding business,
like this month, as we speak, we have, I think, already transported 30 lorries, means 30 containers.
Yes, at least 30 trucks per month. And Gasangwa says, while daring abroad, to move on up, focus is key.
We feel really at home.
And the speed and way of handling financial transactions in business that cuts across countries like his also matters, with EcoBank offering some tips.
For truck drivers that operate from the east coast, Mombasa, all the way to Central Africa, Bujumbura and DRC, I would propose prepaid cards. We offer prepaid cards to our clients who do not want to carry cash on themselves, but would want to access them whenever they get to any point of sale that has got a Visa terminal. Prepaid cards would allow them to be able to use the cards in the countries that they operate in the currencies in those countries.
For Daring Abroad, I'm Alex Chamwada.